Hey guys, how's it going? Today I want to speak about a subject of if you could travel through time, what era would you choose? Well, a lot of people think that time travel would be fun, but let's think about it this way. We are in a very sophisticated era. We're in a time and place of Earth where we have cars, we have planes, we have technology. Okay, at least if you're watching it now, we're in a quarantine and there's a virus and stuff like that. But at the same time, what you got to think is, well, we're not in an era where there's people always being sent to wars. Even though there is wars in some places of the world, we are not being forcefully sent in a lot of westernized countries to wars. And let's say, for example, you wanted to travel through time. Let's say there was a possibility of traveling through time and you said, okay, well, I have a fascination for dinosaurs. Let's travel 65 million years in the past and see those beautiful dinosaurs. Well, the crazy thing about that is that basically, well, you could travel there, but you'd probably be eaten by one of those beasts. And the thing is that it's very dangerous. And if you want to go to medieval times, or if you wanted to go and see the ancient Egyptians, or you had a fascination for ancient Greece and all that, and you wanted to visit it, well, guess what? It's not that fun because there's a lot of illnesses, there's lack of medication, there's lack of comfort, there's no cell phones and internet and all these things. So it might be fascinating to see some of the things, but during those days there was a lot of wars and slavery and a lot of uncertainty, and if you didn't have the money you could be treated really badly. And at the same time we take things for granted, like the stuff and the fact that, for example, we live long lives and we live to an older age, whereas in those days, well, people died young. And that's why it's a little bit overwhelming to think of it that way, because basically, well, as humankind, we got so comfortable and we've been so lucky in a way with our way of living, because basically, well, we kind of are in a golden era of time of Earth, whereas in reality, through history of mankind, people have literally been dying and dying for years and years, and that's why it's sometimes impossible to fathom that fact, because we are in such a comfortable area of the world, such a comfortable place on Earth, that even though we have viruses, quarantines and all these things, well, basically we're still in that golden era, and we take things for granted in some way because we feel that things are going to go like this forever, but in reality they're not. And even the fact that people can be young or healthy and all these things, we take it for granted. But going back to the subject of what era would you visit, well, I think that we are lucky in this way that we have movies and we have cinema and we have a lot of things going around for all of us. So in order to be able to travel through time, we actually can. It's very easy to do that. And basically, if we didn't have that, well, then traveling through time would actually be a very dangerous thing. And whatever we think and whatever we admire or we kind of romanticize is basically because, well, we're just romanticizing it. It's not really true. It's just something that we basically want to see because we're curious creatures. But at the same time, the era that we're in, the time that we're in, is probably the best time for us and the best place to actually be. And if you do want to see those things, if you do and are curious, well, we have books to read, we have movies we can watch, we have so many things that can actually kind of make us travel, even theme parks that are, and festivals and all these things that are themed towards that era or this era or whatever it is. So that's it. That's all I have to say on the subject. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.